leftists are using AI. They're using everything that they possibly can to link this guy to becoming a right wing, that he was not a leftist, that he was not a part of the Democrat socialist groups of Utah, that he was somehow a Trump supporter, a MAGA supporter that took out one of his own. That is the narrative that we are seeing all over. And that is the narrative that people are playing into right now on the left. But it's being called out, and it's being called out very quickly. So Ron Filipkowski says, so after days of Republicans blaming and vilifying Democrats and trans people for Kirk's murder, despite having no clue who the person was, we find out it's a white guy from a Republican family in Utah who loved guns. That is the narrative that they're trying to play. Matt Walsh says, yes, he was from a nice Republican family and yet was still radicalized into left-wing extremism. This makes it even worse. You dumb piece of ish. So again, this is what they're trying to do. The left is now shamelessly trying to blame the right for the murder of Charlie Kirk, which they have been openly celebrating and justifying for days. They have no charity, love, or humanity for any of us and our families. We must take power of our own survival. We win or we go, says Nick Fuentes there. Very interesting that he says that. I got to play this video here. I have to play this video because this is some of the lies being debunked about what they're saying about the shooter.
All right, so let's go ahead and quickly debunk the three biggest lies you've been told from the left about Charlie Kirk's supposed shooter. All right, so obviously the first lie you're being told is that he was a Trump supporter and he wore Trump gear. This is Photoshop. This is the original image. They zoomed in and put a Trump shirt on him. That's not what he was wearing. So claim number one, debunked. But also, let's be real. This isn't exactly common MAGA gear here. Now, the second claim they're making is that he donated to Trump's campaign. The document here shows a donation form to Trump Make America Great Again committee by Tyler Robinson. Yeah, that's not a real form. That form exists, but there is.
Wow. They are making up some crazy lies, man. They are making up some crazy lies. They are trying to take control of this narrative. And unfortunately, a lot of Democrats are believing this. A lot of people around me are saying, wow, he got killed by one of his own. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. If you know, you know. No, he didn't. But here we go. Let's keep debunking these crazy lies because this is all about knowing what the truth is.
Zero record anywhere that he donated to the Trump campaign. It just doesn't exist. That's claim number two, debunked. And the last claim is that he wore a Trump costume, so he must be a Trump supporter. And so his costume is riding Trump. But do you know what his brother's costume was? He was a Trump hunter. His brother was riding Trump, and he, with his AR-15, was hunting him. Yeah, that's some real Trump supporter shit right there. Guys, look, I know it's difficult to keep up with the actual facts when the left won't stop spreading their lies. But I'm going to do everything I can to debunk as many of these stupid fucking theories.
Continue, ladies and gentlemen. I have to tell you about our sponsor today. And this is something that's flying under the radar. Mainstream media is obsessed with President Trump, spinning every story, doing every culture war, distraction that they can do. We got to talk about something far more important that is happening behind the scenes involving a company called the Western Star Resources. Gold just hit an all-time high and silver is back at levels that we have not seen since 2011. And yeah, that's with a strong dollar and rising treasury yields. Normally that would push gold down, but this time gold is actually breaking out. Why? Because big money sees what's coming: an economic slowdown, Fed rate cuts, global instability. President Trump made his position very clear on Truth Social. Gold will not be tariffs. I don't trust the system at all, and you probably don't either. That's why it's worth looking at Western Star Resources. They're lean, they're early, and they're out there looking for the next big gold discovery. In a gold bull market, these are the kinds of plays that can really move. And gold keeps climbing like experts say it will. Companies like Western Star could actually benefit in a major way. So you guys got to do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't wait for CNN, MSNBC to tell you that stuff is happening. By the time they do, the opportunity is already gone. So if you're into gold and silver or just want to learn more about this, check out Western Star Resources, making gold and silver great again. I'll drop in the link down below. Make sure to click. Now let's get back to the topic at hand.
I would need to actually see these words in the way that they are on the bullet casings in the gun to make a proper interpretation. But just knowing what those words are, I'm kind of overwhelmed with how immature it all sounds, and that there is no really chronic theme. I think Brandy really nailed it. You have to make of it what you want, because, it's like these bulges. If you're reading this, you're gay, catch this fascist, or hey, fascist, catch.
They're talking about the casings. They're talking about what he left behind on the rifle. And they're saying that this is some type of right-wing behavior.
It's like the rantings of a really immature child. And
some major news. A new uncovered photo of the alleged Charlie Kirk shooter shows him wearing a Trump costume in 2017. This image is going incredibly viral on social media right now, and it's a post from 2017. It reads, "Happy Halloween. So weird not trick-or-treating with the boys this year. Off they go. Hashtag Trump costume." And right there is the alleged suspect, Tyler Robinson. If you zoom in, you can see that his Halloween costume that year is a Trump costume.
Again, that was also debunked, because to his right and to our left, if you're looking at the screen here, his little brother, or his friend, he has a Trump hunter. He's a Trump hunter. So he got Trump and then a Trump hunter. And plus, 2017 to 2025, you could get radicalized in that amount of time. You could get radicalized within a year. Man, these people want no accountability for this, do they?
Now, this comes after days of people on the right speculating that the shooter must be this crazy liberal with all of these insane ideologies, but the alleged shooter is wearing a Trump costume reportedly back in 2017. So again, I'm not here to establish a motive. We have no idea why this guy allegedly did what he did. We'll learn in the next days, weeks.
Charlie Kirk's killer, Tyler Robinson, he's not black. He's not trans. He's not Muslim. He's not an immigrant. He is not a Democrat. Meet Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robinson. He is a white, Christian, conservative, Republican male with a gun again. And statistically, when all of this was going on, when Fox News started declaring war, when Jesse Waters and Laura Ingraham, which recklessly tried to rile up their base that somehow the left was in charge of this, statistically, I knew that this was probably a white male, as all shooters are. And this seems to be MAGA grown terrorism. MAGA is a culture that embraces unrestricted access to guns.
Wow. I'm speechless. I can only imagine. Oh, I can't imagine. I actually can't imagine, because I have a soul. So no, I can't imagine what type of person you must be to knowingly gaslight and lie to your followers about what you know is the truth about this guy. I just cannot imagine what type of human being you be in order to willingly do that with a straight face. So we're going to get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Again, like I told you guys, these people are claiming that this dude is a Republican, which is not true. His family is a family of Republicans. There's no evidence that he is Republican. But even if he was Republican, Republican is a party. It's not an ideology. What I'm concerned about, what is his ideology? I think you dumb down the conversation when you start talking about Democrat, Republican. Again, those are just political parties, okay? The political parties have ideologies, but it's not black and white. There's a whole lot of gray, okay? In this scenario, right, in this situation, what is clear is that he does come from a family of Republicans, okay? But a high school friend confirmed to The Guardian, okay, according to The Guardian, that this guy was a leftist, right? The friend who The Guardian interviewed said that Robinson was pretty much left on everything and was, quote, the only member of his family that was like really leftist. The rest of his family was very hard Republican, like gun loving, everything, the friend said. He was really the only one that was on the left. The friend said he was stunned when he saw the news on Friday that Robinson was the suspect in the Kirk case. I knew he had strong political views, the friend remarked, but I never thought it would even go near that far. So again, what we have here, confirmation from anonymous friend, right? Anonymous, but it matches up with everything that we know about the guy.
Thank you to Black Conservative Perspective for that breakdown. Shout out to our friend of the show, close friend, Greg Foreman, who I can say is a true friend. I can call him, I can write him, and he'll write back. And I just wanted to give you guys his side right there on all of this, because I thought he had a really good breakdown on how they're twisting this and how sick they are of twisting this. But again, all the truth will come out. We will know who his friends really were. We will know who he was really behind. We will know the identity. So we hope that we do. Many people on the right and the left know this. So here we go. From a regular middle-class family, good grades, that he went off to college and became an extremist Antifa. Anti-fascist. That's what he had. He took matters into his own hands. Comes from a Republican family. Right? Sure. But what happened when he went to college? What happened? Who did he start hanging out with? What did he start believing? That's the real question. But Republicans and Democrats, it's too bland. What was his ideology, as Greg said? What was his ideology? Who really was he? What was he trying to do? Was he trying to troll at the end as well by writing certain things on the rifle, on what was left? But here we go. I want to play this video, and I'll probably play this video a few times before we go. I kind of want to leave you guys with this video. This is a video that's very important because it just tells you, and it rounds it up for you. We know this guy was Antifa. We know this guy. That's some of the things we already know. But why was he that way? This is it right here. This is it. This is the video I'll leave you guys with.
Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" exclamation point, "Catch!" exclamation point.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far, and then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high. No.
With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down, because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
And we're going to fight it in the streets.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
That's the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news.